shadows over there.
Yeah, thanks, Guy. Just having a chat to our marker,
Mr. Guy
Mr.
Chicken,
Guy Chicken.
Chief Selector. Guy couldn't stop talking about Kerrin's delivery yesterday and how impressed he was with it, actually.
Yeah, I know Stephen has been a little bit concerned with the way he was getting the bowls away. That one looked a little bit better. He's aware of the problem. He's just dropping them, not getting them away cleanly, and that obviously will affect your weight control.
I was speaking to Kerrin at tea time, and we asked who had been coaching her, and she says no, that she doesn't have a coach, pretty much self-taught, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Given
I think it's the sort of question you could ask most people that that have played at the highest level, the likes of Kevin Campbell and Jerry Baker and Donnie Pickett and Neil Burkett. They just got onto the green, and what was comfortable for them, that's what they did.
I mean, Kevin's story is quite extraordinary in that he used to play on the side of the greens, wasn't allowed on the green, but was taught by his mum the very basics of the game, and one day they were short and they called him onto the green, and the rest, as they say, is history. And I think he was 8 or 9 years old at the time. And his mom would not allow him to play a weighted shot at all. He was only allowed to draw.
That little right arm drop of the shoulder delivery, it's
so distinctive.
And it can drive you crazy when he's playing well.
Yeah, it's been a joy to play with him, I must say. I lead for him, and I'm playing with him in the Western Province Pairs next week, so I really, it's an absolute pleasure to be able to play with him.
Is the camera that zooms into the contact? Is the camera that zooms into the contact?
No, we've just had Roy and Lynn Clark passing us here, staunch members of Constantia Bowling Club. No, we don't want the cameras on us.
I remember 40
on the game.
40 to 45 years ago, watching Roy Clark playing hockey, absolute master in that centre forward, centre kind of half area of the game. He was brilliant.
They tell me he wasn't half bad.
No, he was a very good. He used to run, and he had a very distinctive run. He almost looked like he was a bit flat-footed, but man, he could use a hockey stick.
Stephen seems on a good line here. See what the weight's like.
Better weight than the first one.
Just running through a little bit, but
So it looks very good.
yeah, weight looks good. Yeah.
Excellent ball.
Short.
Excellent ball, Kerrin. Also looking good.
Is he going to stop? Just running
Just a
through.
little bit here, yeah.
It's going to take a bit of time for them to settle down to the weight. Sure, now with the sun out, it's going to be running just that little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Dropped her weight.
Yeah. Noticed there what you were talking about earlier on, how he bounced the ball. Looks like he's still okay there. Oh, it's gone through a little bit.
Yeah, just as I said to him, you're going to battle, but a little bit with consistency because the bounce is never going to be the same.
Yeah. Kerrin picked up 2 on that first end. Kerrin's just put down a very good ball.
That's a very good start.
Yeah, very good start.
Okay,
Also
just
nice to see all the province selectors down, huh?
yeah.
I think shows the importance of how important Western Province are treating
Yep.
the growth of the game. So very nice to see Western Province selectors down. Stephen's also just put down a very good ball.
Oh, let's hope the other ones are at the under 18 Masters, which is happening at Kraaifontein Bowling Club. Yeah, Western Province have got a few new members on the selection committee, and I think the two newbies on the job have got vast experience.
Actually, we're lucky we've got 3, so we've got 2 of the men selectors and Jay
Mendelsohn,
who's joined the selection committee this year. Vastly experienced lady bowler, who I'm sure is very excited by both Kerrin and Mia bowling here.
I'm sure she is. We're going to find the white ball.
Nice touch. Lucky there.
Yeah, so the 2 new selectors are Theo van der Walt, who has vast experience, and Skalk Kotze, 2 real quality bowlers who I'm sure, having played at that highest level, will be able to have a very good idea of who will be able to be the right fit, the right person to play at that level, having been there themselves.
And also both deep thinkers about the game,
Stephen won't be happy with that.
Yeah. He was a bit unlucky with his previous bowl.
Yes.
Just touched the jack towards Kerrin.
Oh, she gets past the fun. She's well bowled,
what a
yeah.
bowl.
She's well bowled, yeah.
Very well bowled, Kerrin.
Yeah.
Very well bowled.
I know that Stephen has got a pretty big booming drive. Let's see if he decides. He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to take his own ball out. While Stephen's having a look what shot to play, I'll just run through the situation in the two sections. In section 1, we've got Daniel Vaughan sitting top of the log with 4 wins from 4 and an aggregate of plus 31. And you've got Daniel Glen from Malmesbury, who's lying in second position, who's got 3 wins from 4 with a minus 2 aggregate, but they're playing each other at the moment, so that could be a very important, will be a very important game. And then let's wait for the shot. Great shot.
Very good shot.
There we are. I know my middle pip. He has got that shot. Now, Stephen played third for me in the Western Province Falls this year, and middle pip for me in the trips. We won our sections in both tournaments, and unfortunately got eliminated in the playoffs. So the other section, top of the log, Armand Ascaray, 4 from 4 with an aggregate of plus 74. That's scary.
Yeah, no, I mean, he has played really magnificent bowls this weekend.
So if I can just run through Armand's 4 victories, he's at 2 21 5s and 2 21 0s. So he is definitely the one to watch. I don't believe anybody can catch him in that section, even if he happened to lose his last game with that aggregate. So I'm sure in the final we'll be watching Armand up against one or two, either Daniel Vaughan or Daniel Glen.
The War of the Daniels.
The War of the Daniels. Yeah, Ruan Stone at Armand's is actually second at the moment. He's had 3 out of 4 and with an aggregate of plus 20. But he's up against, the last game he's playing Armand, so yeah.
A great start here after the burnt end by Kerrin. She got a front, she got a toucher, just moved it off to the side. Another good ball down. Yeah.
Yep. Battling to find his weight at the moment.
Depending on how the weight is, it's a good line again. Another very good ball.
and it's every ball was coming out of the hand exactly the same on all three of those deliveries. Very methodical in the setup. Gets that ball away nice and smooth.
I've been so impressed with this whole weekend. Took a little bit more grass. Sitting behind the jack, that's full. Three of the 4 balls behind the jack. Okay, a lot of skips would have been happy with that.
Absolutely. Stevie. Four shots.
As one of my bowling mates would say, those are all balls of opportunity sitting behind the jack.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that the difference on that head is abundantly clear. It's somebody that's got consistency in the delivery, and Steve at the moment is just battling. Yeah, he's just struggling with it.
I mean, that's the one thing that we pride ourselves on here, is that once you find your weight and your line here, you will get the results. You know, the green, there's no walking of the jack, there's no funny lines, there's no. So if you find your weight and line, you're gonna play good balls. Huh? I know that sounds pretty obvious, but it's...
No, I understand, and I think everybody that's played the game understands exactly what you're saying. I mean, you get a feel for the rink, and nothing much can go wrong.
She's put down another fantastic bowl here. Look at it. Takes the jack
Great
back.
ball.
Very good bowling.
That's a good response.
Reply.
That's
very
a good
reply.
Yeah,
Well done, Stephen.
Yeah, you know, Grant, just to go back to what you were saying about the rink, and you know, how many times you have to play on a green where the line to the jack is 100% has to be on that line. You go slightly wider and it holds, you go slightly narrower and it dips. On this green you don't get that. If you go wide, it's going to stay slightly wide. If you go narrow, look at the score.
Oh, that's just
outstanding.
Absolutely outstanding. Yeah, I think as a bowler, there's nothing more frustrating than.
Well, then you start playing the green and not the opponent, don't you?
Exactly.
You start fighting it.
Trying to second guess the bowl the whole time, the green. Slightly narrow. See how she goes. No, another good ball. There go slightly past.
No, that's
fantastic.
Fine. Yep.
That gives her an option.
It's another good ball.
Yep.
Good position.
Absolutely.
Much better ball, yeah. Oh,
Drawn the shot.
outstanding shot. Fantastic result. Kerrin looking and trying to decide which would be the better option for her. I don't think there would be any need for her to change. She's played 3 good bowls on the backhand.
Yeah. I'm just so impressed with her patience.
Mm. Yeah, she's sticking to her backhand. A little bit too much weight. I think she was had to draw the ball. Had to try and draw the shot there.
Yeah. Maybe even use her ball.
Correct. Turns his own. Yep, there could be 2. Maybe not enough.
Those are our friendly neighbourhood spectators up on the road who always stop and cheer and always get cheeky remarks.
2 shots. Stephen's on the board with a 2. 6 shots to do. To 2. Kerrin in front. Grant, you did say that Daniel Vaughan was green, eh?
I'm just sort of second guessing it.
Yeah, I think Daniel Gribelo is white. So at the moment, Daniel's ahead 4 shots to 2 on the board. Stephen's gone to a 2-meter jack, playing mat to maximum length. It's a much better start from him. The change of length doesn't seem to have affected Kerrin. What a start. A little bit unfortunate she didn't stay with the white ball. Yeah, another good bowl from Stephen. Very good. 2 very good openers from Stephen. Very positive line here from Kerrin if she can hold. Oh, what a great ball. Kerrin got the shot there. Got a little bit too wide, I think, Stevie. I think Kerrin has very little option but to swing to her backhand here. Daniel, just interesting. Shot down, he drew the shot. Great ball by Stephen. You got some results there for us. Oh, you got the colours.
Got your colours, so that when
All right.
we look across the
Yeah.
boards, we can see.
Yeah, just going to ring 3, I can see that Luke is down against Tom, who was on the TV rink in our first game. I'm looking at the wrong scoreboard. I do apologise.
Luke is up 5-2.
Yeah, I see Luke's up. He's just trying another shot. Right, back to the TV rink. Kerrin is now shot down. Interesting. Very difficult to tell from here.
Yeah, very difficult.
Guy looks like he's preparing himself for a measure.
Measure,
Yes?
it does indeed. So we can, if we want to, we can just quickly run down on ring 6. We've got Daniel against Daniel, and Daniel is currently 3-4 down to Daniel. In the next game, Armand is 6-2 up against Vaughan. On rink 4, we have Justin playing against Blair, and Blair is 11-2 up. And then we have
Luke. Yeah.
Luke and Tom playing, and Luke is currently 5-3 up. Hope that gives everyone an idea of. Sorry, and in the game on ring 2, which is Francois against Mia, Francois is 7-5 up.
And
It looks
Stephen
like,
managed to
Stephen-
get the shot, yeah.
Stephen got the shot, yeah.
Stephen sticking to the longer, the white, almost going from 2 meter to 2 meter. Very good opener, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent opener.
Very good opener.
Just going
Yep.
under. Good wait for it. Looks like a good delivery again.
Yeah, and a little bit wider, but if his weight's good, it'll come back all that way.
I think you remember I spoke
Yeah,
about that,
that
two
wider line.
the wider line
Yeah.
that swings and the. Oh, this is a fantastic
Close.
shot. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Fraction short.
I think that might be the first ball she's played on that hand, so not bad for an opener.
She wrestled with going across that side,
Yeah.
onto the forehand.
Steve, looking good.
Yeah, another terrific ball. Very good. Looks like second shot.
Yeah. She adjusted that weight. Yeah.
Done two identical balls.
Yep.
Just needs to add a fraction.
Yeah, she could be a lot more positive and reach those balls. It must look nice from the mat or forehand. Just play with a tighter line with a meter or so of running.
I think Stephen's liking this backhand.
Yeah.
It's a bit short. But
Three
as
very
I
good
said to you,
lines.
If you find this line, it is a magnificent hand play.
Let's see if Kerrin can be a little bit more positive here.
Looks like it. The outset.
Yep, she's got herself second prize.
Looks like she's
Drawn
drawn
second shot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. The red bus. Tourist season is well and truly over. Normally those red buses are chock-a-block full of people.
It's certainly a lovely way to see Cape Town
Yeah.
on that trip.
In fact,
Around
in my travels, whenever I went on business, I would always go a bit early to include the weekend. And every city I went to, I'd catch a red bus. You know. It's a fantastic way to get your bearings around a city.
And so spectacular here in Cape Town, where you can do a drive, start on the Indian Ocean and end up Atlantic
Yes.
Ocean. And
Yeah. I see they have now launched an official tourist water bus in the waterfront.
oh,
It actually drives out on wheel, goes into the water, and then and it's shaped like a bus.
oh my.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my.
Stephen's put down a first good bowl.
Yeah.
Those are things. Yeah. A bit heavy.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Just running through a few meters. Stephen seems to have settled in on this ditch hand. Better delivery from him, nice and smooth. I think that's the one that comes out smooth. Running through a few meters. Looks better, yeah, Grant.
Yeah. Oh. Added a bit of weight.
Yeah.
Held its line.
Yeah, it's slightly under, but I'm sure it's in the count.
This is a good track.
Yeah, Kerrin adjusted her line,
Yeah.
went a little bit wider.
Might have
That
drawn
could
the
be the
shot.
shot,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can he hold that line?
No, it's not. Hasn't had the weight on it. I think so.
No. Certainly on a very good track here.
Excellent bowling.
Great bowling.
Very good bowling. Might have pulled two there.
Two.
No, just
one.
the one. Ah. Might be a great opportunity to once again thank our sponsors, Personal Trust, and all they do for bowls, both in Cape Town, the Western Province, and in South Africa. I know they're a personal sponsor of our club as well. They look after our money for us, so we're very happy. And I think if you've got any spare change,
Yep.
Great company to work with, good people.
That they are. I'm very fortunate to be an ambassador of Personal Trust and work very closely with the boys from Personal Trust. And you do get that personal touch when you're involved with them. It's phenomenal. They've chosen the right name for the company, that's for sure.
Another good ball. Kerrin loves this backhand. I think she'd wrap it up and take it home with her.
And
I
that
think.
weight control is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
I think she'd
Yep.
take it home with her this way.
Putting pressure on Stephen from that very first ball. Look at this.
Wow. Wow.
Look
That's
at this.
terrific. Isn't that terrific?
Even yesterday, you know, when I first saw her bowling, I
Yes.
didn't get a chance to go to the Champion of Champions, and even yesterday I picked up that you have to have that ability that when you've played the one bowl, you maintain that thought process of the feel, and
repeat it.
and she's
Yeah.
got that. You know,
Yes,
she's got that
absolutely.
feel. The moment she, and heaven forbid you playing against her and she finds the weight on the line with the first one, because the chances are the next are going to be pretty close.
Well, oh, I mean, you've played the game. I mean, watch her delivery. I mean, there's not much that can go wrong with this
Yeah.
delivery.
Yep.
And another one. Just out of the hand so beautifully.
Gets a touch on the white ball, yeah, it's perfect.
Oh,
That's great bowling.
great bowling. Great bowling.
Yeah. If you're in the vicinity or wherever you are in Cape Town, come down and come and support these youngsters, because those three bowls certainly deserved loud applause.
Yes, absolutely. I was thinking they wouldn't be able to place it in Australia, in the Australian Open, quite frankly,
Yeah.
you know, against.
Here she comes.
Yeah. I mean,
Now this is ridiculous.
yeah, that is.
I mean, it's absolutely brilliant.
fantastic. And actually, as you were saying, Alan, earlier, you know, what pressure does.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Stephen is a good bowler, and she's put bowls there that he's struggling with.
And that's the sort of thing you can't teach. As you said at tea time, you were having a chat to her, you know, who taught her. You can't teach that.
No.
You know, that
That's
feel.
temperament and
Yeah.
everything else. Yeah, that's four fantastic bowls, folks. I mean, if you,
Unbelievable.
as Alan said, if you've got an opportunity to come down and watch, really, this is a treat.
Well, I'm glad I'm retired. I don't have to play against that. Wow. I just can't. I'm so excited with this, what I see, and this girl's ability to just maintain that thought process, because that's what it's all about, you know, that feel, that ability to let a bowl go, and you maintain that over that period where your opponent bowls, and then you've got to get onto the mat, and that's what it's all about, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't teach that.
And she just put down another great ball.
Yeah,
Past the jack, probably about a metre.
yeah. After her last four bowls, she'd be bitterly disappointed with that one. I like Stephen's line with this one.
Yes, it is a good line. I don't know if he's got the weight. It's not bad.
That's enough.
No,
Yeah.
it's not bad at all. It kind of makes you think about that.
Let's see if she can adjust to the backhand.
So far, so good. That's that late swing. It'll come if she's got the. Look at it come. Just drawn the shot.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I didn't comment about the fact that I didn't think she should change her hand, because it just shows you.
Saying which one, yeah. This.
Good shot, Stephen.
could be.
That could be. Yeah. Nice cross again.
Just dropped short.
Just dropped. I think that Garlic Stevens is on her iron, worrying her.
Is there a slight difference in weight from the ditch end?
It's slightly heavier on the
Yeah.
backhand.
The hand that Stevens plays.
Yes. I've got to always think about this being left-hander. Yeah. Let's put on another good ball. Oh, it's just weight-wise. It just went through. Slightly heavier.
Yeah, it looked heavier from her hand, didn't it? Just needs to find the bowl. No. Has it fallen in? Come around the back?
This guy's having a look.
Measure.
And there's that late
Late swing.
late
Yeah,
swing that I was
yeah,
speaking about earlier. I mean, that helped her in there.
Yeah.
Having the confidence to trust that swing. Yeah.
Well, Stephen, hopefully, for him, I hope he's got the shot because he needs to change something. Because at the moment, yeah, it's complete domination from Kerrin.
I'll just give you a catch up while we're waiting. So at the moment, Daniel is 9-7 up against Daniel, sorry. In the other game, Armand is 12-2 up against Vaughan. In the game between Justin and Blair, the score is currently 15-5 to Justin. In the game between Luke and Thomas, it is currently 7-5 to Luke. And in the game between Francois and Mia, the score is currently 14-9 to Francois.
Great start.
Stephen just put down a great back ball, just behind the jack.
As I was saying early on with Stephen and Daniel and Luke from Constantia, you know, I said to them, you know, the mat is always in control of the mat. You can make the changes, and I'm glad to see Stephen's done something because he had to make some sort of adjustment to throw Kerrin off.
Yeah, it's all very well to do that, but then to actually put the ball down, and, and that's what he's done as well. So put down a second good wood, it looks like. Slightly longer.
No, it's imperative you make the adjustment, but I think the sole purpose and the main purpose is to try and throw your opponent. Doesn't always work, but you've got to do something.
Yes.
You've got to give yourself a chance. And Kerrin playing on a 2 meter to 2 meter length was nailing it.
Yeah, that looks like second shot.
Very good bowl, yeah, Stephen. Oh, just running through.
Yep.
Wow.
Excellent, Darling.
Taken her 3 bowls and she's found it. I think with a shrug of the shoulders, Stephen walks away from the head, wondering what he's got to do. Certainly needs to reach and try and turn Kerrin's bowl through the port. Yeah, a little bit more positive on the narrower line. Has he got the weight to hold that line?
Certainly looks like it.
Hey, that's so unlucky.
Rocked out.
Yeah. Confident enough to stay on that hand and draw the shot.
Good ball. I think she's got quite the weight. Yeah.
Had to be a little bit negative on that shot, but yeah.
The wise option. I mean, she did have the danger of potentially moving the jack back.
Correct.
To Stephen, so take the one and run, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she'd go back to the 2 meter to 2 meter again. She was certainly finding that.
Certainly put the jack to a favoured distance. Yeah, that's
Very good line.
Very good line. Excellent.
It's a very good start.
They've done a very good start.
Very good.
Fantastic draw.
Yeah. So consistent. Get a delivery from Steve.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah.
Just nicked it off.
Yeah. Tends to
Such
happen.
a contrast in styles. It's so interesting.
That always tends, unfortunately, to happen when you're scratching and you're looking for shots, looking for results.
good bowl. It looks like it's went slightly narrower.
It's not going to finish in
Not the
maybe
worst
a little
place to
bit.
finish.
Yeah. That's a very good hit, very, very close to the perfect result.
Do you think those two bowls of his opponent were like literally right behind each other? To get one?
Yeah, there must have been a bit of a gap between the two, but he was certainly looking to get the white to burn it, and not the bowl. Giving himself more of a chance to draw with his last ball.
Sure.
On a hit like that, when you're actually missing the target by half a bowl, you know, it was a good hit. What's his weight like? A little bit too much, Grant?
I don't think his weight's
Bend
bad at all.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit
Just
too
a little
much.
bit much.
$13-5 to Kerrin. Certainly seems to be well in control of this game. So if my memory serves me correctly, I think Kerrin lost to Armand.
Yes.
21? Nothing. Doesn't seem possible
No,
watching the way she's
no.
bowling here.
But
So
as I say, we're watching, and every time she got onto the jack, Armand just took her off. It wasn't a case of her bowling badly at all. He was just superlative.
yeah.
Start to this.
Very good road. It's on a railway line now. She's playing. I mean, she's actually playing it as if it's on a track.
I think Kevin Campbell would be extremely happy having this young lady as his lead on that line all day long.
Where did you play this year? Where did you play as a position? Did you play lead for Kevin?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's your job gone.
Quite right. Too. We haven't been as lucky. We only got to play 4 games at home this year, and so we only got my favourite drink once.
Have you been playing 1 and 2?
Yes.
In this direction?
Yeah.
Stephen was very unlucky with that first bowl. He was good result, on target, but yeah, another fantastic bowl from Kerrin.
No, if you don't get your weight right, it's
Yeah.
cruel.
Yeah. Stephen's playing with arrows, and it looks to me like Kerrin's playing with Drake's Pride.
Yes. Just superb. Absolutely. What do you call the music? It's a metronome, is it? That measures beats. Well, she doesn't miss a beat.
Doesn't miss a beat. Yeah.
Well, her nickname's going to become metronome
Yeah.
in a minute.
Yeah, anybody watching bowls and sees the way Kerrin's bowling at the moment must think it's an easy game, but I promise you, there goes Stevie on a hit again. And there goes his bowl.
He's in trouble now.
And Guy should just move that other bowl back by a few inches. I don't think it's going to make a hell of a lot of difference, but it did move. Oh, she's narrow.
Yeah, she went
That
narrow, that's the worst ball she's
I'm going to
bowled.
be super critical now. That's the only bad delivery she's put down.
Exactly right.
And you could see it from her hand.
That's what I've been watching.
Yeah.
You're quite right. Absolutely. I mean, we've been able to call her shots literally from her hand,
Yep.
knowing that it's going to be where it's going to be.
Oh, Stevie, if you haven't got weight, you're under the bridge, mate. It's holding. It's close. I know the feeling, mate.
That could be. It's three.
3 yeah. I think the Western Province lady selectors must be licking their lips. They've got a superstar on the way here.
Absolutely. Absolutely right. I think someone mentioned that she'd been playing bowls for less than a year. So
Yeah, it's like
gone
Those
to her favourite
the-
length again.
yeah, those first 3 years are possibly the best years of your bowl's career. If you're at this standard,
Yes.
it's possibly the best bowls of your career because you're coming at with a blank canvas.
There's no real pressure on you.
There's no pressure.
Yeah.
You're just playing it as simple as the game looks. You're
Yeah.
playing. You're trying to just play it that way, and then somebody will come and say to you, "But why don't you just adjust this slightly?" It's like golf, you know. That guy, the pro, that'll come and say, "Just move your hand on the club a little bit," you know.
I hate to tell you, but I think she just put down another one right on the
Yeah.
money. Slightly just behind, a good, not a bad spot.
Yeah, if I was super critical, she's playing the forehand away from us a little bit tighter than she
Yes.
should be.
Yes.
And that's being super critical. Now, this
That's
is
a
a
good
good
line.
road. This is a good line, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got the
That's
results.
better. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good
Seems
line.
like a better line.
Good
Yeah.
line, yeah. Another good ball.
Makes the trip, he's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
well
that's
bowled.
good ball, that's one.
Decided to switch to the backhand.
I'm not sure she's got the right. She got the right. Yes, she has. No? Sorry. She wouldn't have said anything. I was right.
Yeah, but as you were saying earlier on, maybe that hand is that little meter slower. Let's see if Kerrin can make that adjustment in line and add looks like just over a meter.
No.
No. Stephen, with good weight, can safely stay on that hand because both of Kerrin's bowls are lying flat.
Kerrin picks up 2. Let's see if we can give you an update on the scores across the board. On ring 6, Daniel and Danielle. Current scores are Daniel is 13-11 up. In the next game, Armand and Vaughan. The score is currently 19-4 to Armand. In the game between Justin and Blair, the score is 18-7 to Justin. In the game between Luke and Tom on ring 3, he's got an umpire in front of the board there at the moment. It looks like it's 11-8 to Luke. And on the ring 2 next to us, it is Francois and Minna. Francois is 16-11 up. And in the game between Kerrin and Stephen, the score is currently 16-7 to Kerrin.
Yeah, Stephen definitely preferring the shorter end. Definitely be more consistent with his weight on the short end.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing for him is that Kerrin's coming in and getting closer than him.
Sometimes you just got to take your hat off. You know?
Yeah.
Look at this again. Slightly short. I think if this was a cigar, she'd be rolling it up.
Yeah.
A bit heavier this time. Looking good.
It's a very good effort.
Good effort.
Yeah. .60 speed limit here, guys. It's going to make the trip. No. Guy indicates that Stephen's holding short.
Played with a bit of weight and slightly narrow. Let's see what happens. Oh, just through the gap.
Yeah. Only thing she had to change there was her luck. She played the perfect shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
does set it up for an interesting last bowl.
Yeah.
Depending on what Stephen does here.
Too heavy. Yeah. So close, yeah.
This is looking so good. She's drawn the shot, I think.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful balls.
Yeah.
Guy's looking like it's going to be a measure.
No.
No?
One to Kerrin.
One to Kerrin. That was a fantastic last ball.
Yeah.
Under pressure.
No thoughts of even reaching that ball as a novice for her at the moment. I don't have to play a spectacular shot. I've got a feel for the weight. I'm just going to draw the shot. It sounds so simple. It's boring. But I mean,
Yeah. This is one of those games where quite often the results don't tell the story. And if you looked at Kerrin's results over the weekend, she's had some tough games, but you know, it doesn't detract from the quality, the absolute quality that she's bowling. Started well, just makes the game look easy.
Yeah. There's nothing outside of that sort of half-meter distance from the jack.
Yeah, Stephen's
well bowled,
replied
Stephen.
well.
Yeah,
very
well
good
bowled,
reply.
lad.
Well
Very
done.
good.
Yeah. Don't look now.
Can it hold? Oh, perfect weight for the shot. Just slightly under.
One of the things that I've noticed about Kerrin is so many of the good, even good bowlers, when they're under pressure, they start to rush on the mat. You don't see that from her. Every single setup is exactly the same.
Yeah.
It takes the same amount of time to think about what she wants to do.
Yeah. Very methodical, eh? Yeah, a little bit unlucky there. If she was slightly tighter on that with that weight, she could have better result.
Dropped his weight.
Just dropped his weight a bit. Eh?
So
Yeah, okay, she tried to be a little bit more aggressive there, and
just was a bit too wide.
yeah, just a bit too wide on that with that weight. Stephen line 2. He's got to take the opportunity to draw a third here, take the chance, make it count.
I don't think he's too heavy, too wide. Certainly
Just
tried.
got to, yeah,
He's
it's got the wrong side of that bowl.
Yeah. I really need to tell Moira not to run up the green. So. Stephen taking the opportunity to change the length.
Yeah. Now, more bad news for Armand Ascaray's opponent. This time, it looks like they only got 4.
Yeah.
So he's had 221.5 victories, 121.4, and 221.0. And we'll be seeing him on this rink.
And some more bad news, he's probably still got another 9 years of under 30.
Yeah, he's 21, you're quite right.
Yeah.
But I think he might just disqualify himself this year if he wins it, because you can't come back. I don't think you get a invite back.
Is that,
No.
okay.
That's why Chops is not here this year. He won it last year.
But I think Chopovitz might have sneaked over into 31 now, I think.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he's sneaked over the age limit. If you're listening, Chops, let us know if that's true.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Kerrin's just got to touch her
Another
again.
one. Needs to find it square. No. Kerrin is now in distance of 21, 4 shots. Sitting on 17.
I think if Kerrin could bowl from one end all day and on her backhand,
Yep.
it would be this.
Oh,
It's magnificent.
it's scary
It's
stuff.
actually
She's played
magnificent.
this hand like absolutely brilliant. I think desperate times, Stephen's playing aggressive. I think he should have been a little bit quicker, a little bit straighter. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Well, Stephen's he's put that ball within about less than a foot and he's 3 down.
Yeah. Well, Stephen, I don't want to be the bearer of bad tidings, mate, but it could be over.
Looking at that, another.
You dodged the bullet, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, he'd already taken his cap off. I think he was hoping to shake hands. There's Armand Ascaray walks past
Well done,
us.
Armand.
Another
Well
good
done.
win. See you in the final.
Kerrin wins 21 now, she gets points.
Yeah, Armand just told us Kerrin's at the moment, if she can keep Stephen to 9, she gets bronze, which is unbelievable considering this is her first major tournament.
if you're watching this afternoon, you will be able to see the young Armand bowling. Certainly one of the finest displays of bowling I've seen out of both him and this age group. I mean, he's just been superb. Kerrin.
Well, I mean, the quality for Armand is there for everybody to see, and the Western Province selectors have seen that, and he's played in our open side already.
Yes.
So I mean, the talent is there. So the future for Western Province bowls, if they get the mix right, if they get the combinations right, is good.
Good start, yeah. About a meter long. The worst thing.
Yeah. You know, I've always said if your opponent's not coming back at you and you're playing as well as Kerrin's playing, it actually does become quite an easy game. Because unless you can, Kerrin plays a good one, if Stephen plays a better one, then all of a sudden it's a different game. But in the short time that I've done commentary with the PBA and the Ladies Nationals, I don't think I've ever seen an exhibition like this from anyone.
Drawing, yeah, absolutely. Second ball comes to rest on her first ball.
Yeah.
Stevens put down a better ball.
Yeah.
It's on it.
Ball, Stephen. I see in the far rink, Gavin, that Daniel Vaughan's
Moved ahead
to 17-12 against Daniel Gribbenau.
Oh,
Brilliant weight.
also good.
Gets past his front one. Yep. Another good ball from Stephen. This is more like the Stephen that I know.
Oh,
And she's drawn the shot.
she's drawn a shot.
Yeah.
And this is a case of if only we had something like a high performance setup, you know, a proper high performance setup. He's sitting on the next aeroplane too.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was speaking to Donnie de Klerk yesterday, and they're sending apparently to 3 under-30 sides to the provincials this year. And with what I've seen on view here, it's augurs well for Western Province at the provincials.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well done. I mean, that's
And
a
that's it.
fantastic display
And
of
that's
bowling.
it. 21 shots to 9.
But,
Kerrin
just-
Norman.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to carry on with that in the under 30s, I mean, one of the things that that we have been discussing at certainly and at provincial level, at exco level, is, you know, are we happy to go to nationals and win bronze medals?
Yeah.
And clearly we're not. We want to be, as the second biggest bowling district in the country, we should be vying for golds at every tournament we go to. And in order to do that, we need our top players playing against our top players more regularly. And that is down to, you know, how we structure our leagues.
Yeah.
You know, getting, as I say, getting our players playing more singles at a club level and against each other. There's so much that needs to be done to get more competitive. You know. And obviously, and sponsorship helps that because it buys time, and time is what these players need against each other. So, any sponsors and potential sponsors out there?
Good plug. Yeah, look, I wholeheartedly agree with you, Grant. There's no doubt we need our top bowlers up against each other more regularly, but we're just going to take a moment here, if you don't mind. Now, as I said earlier, we've been commentating on a few occasions. I certainly have, and I think we should give young Kerrin a round of applause here.
Absolutely.
Actually, I think she's just...
Well bowled, Kerrin.
Kerrin, great stuff, mate. Stephen, you were up against a machine, mate.
Kerrin. Kerrin.
We're just going to ask Kerrin to join us,
Just asking Kerrin to join the commentary.
and she can take a seat next to us here. All off camera. Pity it's not on camera. So for what I can understand, Kerrin, you've put yourself in a bronze position in your section.
I'm not too sure. I think it depends on how some of the other games go now, because I lost my game this morning.
Okay.
So I'm on the same point as Vaughan.
Well, Kerrin, I don't know if you could hear us because we're so close.
I could hear a little bit, yeah.
Could hear a
there,
little
yeah.
bit, and I think you would have heard Grant and I gushing over the way you were playing. This backhand coming in our direction, I'm sure you would like to wrap it up and take it home with you.
Yeah, I was glad to have found the lines on the screen because it makes all the difference. And this morning I struggled a little bit with the lines, so yeah, I'm just glad I found them in this game.
Well, you certainly did, and I think Stephen, I think if he could have had a double whiskey or something during that game, he would have taken it, because I think you were driving him to drink.
Yeah.
But there was really a masterclass in drawing, and huge potential.
Oh, thank you very
I
much.
can see our lady selectors must be getting all excited,
Oh, thank you.
and from what I've seen, I think you've got a huge future in this game.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
Practice, practice. I mean, that delivery of yours is almost like clockwork. I mean, you don't adjust. Doesn't matter if you're playing a drawing shot or over the draw shot. You've obviously got a fantastic feel.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Have you
very
got? Have
much.
you got that feel?
I think so. Yes. Yeah. And if I've got the lines, I can feel it. Yeah.
Kerrin, everything of the best. Armand Ascaray just now did say that if you got 21.9, you would get a bronze medal.
Okay.
So, fingers crossed. Let's hope you get that bronze, because you certainly deserve it on that performance.
Oh, thank you very much.
Very well bowled.
Thank you. I appreciate it very
Well done.
much. Thank you.
Well, there you go. Kerrin Norman, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure that's a name we're going to see, certainly in the Western Province, and then hopefully at national level very soon. What's the score? 17-14 to Daniel Vaughan. Stephen, come and sit here, mate. See if Noel can get the camera turned here. Stephen, I know how you feel, mate.
Yeah, it's not the first time this week.
Listen, I think Kerrin would have taken most people apart on that performance.
Yeah,
Stunning. Consistency was unbelievable. And I know you tried. We spoke about adjusting the length, and you tried it, and you looked like you were more comfortable at that shorter length.
yeah,
And just when it looked like it would work out for you, Kerrin would come along with one bowl, and she'd find. But I mean, the other 3 bowls she'd played were all like half a meter away. So
yeah. No, she played brilliantly.
so what do you take out of a game like this? I mean, a youngster like yourself, and I know it's not the result, and I know yesterday the results didn't go in your favour. What do you take from it?
I think the weekend as a whole probably, I definitely wasn't at my best, but like you say, you've got to, when you come into a game like that and you come up against someone who's playing as well as that, you've got to just try and get a foot in the game. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
So I've got a few things I've made note of, I'll go back and work on. Yeah, but it just wasn't consistent enough, unfortunately.
Well,
The guys played well. I mean, mine was yesterday. I again ran into he's fired this whole weekend, and it's so nice to see Kerrin, a youngster like that, bowling well. So
a youngster
give credit
like
where
that.
it's due. Yeah.
A youngster. What's your age, Steve?
Young, but not that young. Yeah. So
But yeah, but the competition itself. You were at Plumstead last year in the
Yeah.
under 30 Masters,
Yeah.
and this year, and just talk us through the greens.
yeah, it's unbelievable. 10 out of 10. That's no rink you can fault, no hand, speed, the surface, everything is incredible, and we've had 2 brilliant days of weather. So yeah, the Glen, Grant, and everyone's been amazing. They've really taken care of us nicely as well. So it's been a privilege to play.
And sometimes it's tough to take when you come against a machine like Kerrin was today and yesterday. And but the one thing you did say that you've learned from it, and that's all you can do is you go out there and you spend more time on the green, and you'll come back stronger.
Yeah, no, 100%. Just got to take the positives out of it and come back next time.
Stephen.
Cool. Thanks,
mate.
I appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks,
you very
guys.
much. Well, there you go, Stephen Vaughan from Constantia Bowling Club, and there's a whole family. In fact, we at Constantia we hope that one of the Vaughans make a final, because we get the whole family down to watch. The banks are packed. There's so many of them. But yeah, he ran into a runaway train there in Kerrin. So we've got one more session to go, which is the final session. Okay. All right, so it already looks like there's a game in progress at the moment, which is Daniel Vaughan, Stephen, who I just interviewed, younger brother, against Daniel Glibenau. And it's a tight game, but I think the shots are such that Dan's already through to the final, irrespective of that result. So join us later on today, should be round about 3 o'clock, for the final between Armand Ascare and Daniel Vaughan.